Welcome to Greenbelt. Ty, you've just come off stage, amazing show. How was Greenbelt for you?
Greenbelt is definitely going to be one of the highlights for me for the year. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew it was a serious festival, and I obviously know it's kind of a more thoughtful organisation. It's great. I mean, any festival where you have kids, where people bring their kids, I feel like that's more of an honour, because it's like, well, if you can trust the music around your kids, then you know what we're here to just give music and not necessarily be misogynistic or careless.
You said about live, and you were saying on stage, even kids live, and clearly it's an important thing for you as an artist, not just to be an MC with a DJ, but to put on a show. Tell me a bit about how that's progressed through your career.
I still do shows with the DJs and stuff, and I think I got to a point where I could actually have the opportunity to do stuff with live musicians. I actually started doing live shows with live musicians with some of Courtney Pine's band members back in the day, and with DJ Pogo and DJ Business. So it's really just a progression and a kind of appreciation of the fact that the more things that happen on the stage, the more that things that happen in your music, the more people seem to kind of appreciate the layers, if as you were, rather than just kind of think that your ego can just carry that level of communication or interest for that long.
Greenbelt obviously is a festival that deals with issues of faith and social justice, and I think that's something that comes over in your music, sense of that kind of, if not faith, morality. I mean, what does that come from your own background?
I was fostered when I was younger, so I grew up with a white family in Brighton as a baby, and then I came back and was living in London. And I started to, so I was quickly introduced to the idea that people are just people. Even though I went from being in Brighton to straight into Brixton, then the Brixton riots and whatever else. So one of the things for me that I've really latched onto is the ability in music to actually take away all of the kind of background barriers that seem to kind of put people in certain places. Like, I'll only listen to punk rock, I'll only listen to hip hop, I'll only listen to jazz, I'll only listen to classical. And I find that what I'm really trying to do is, the music is an excuse to sit in front of someone and say, hey, I'm all right, I'm cool, how are you doing? And that's what seems to be happening. I had a moment with this, with the Upwards album, where I had a song on there called Rain, and a couple of years ago, on tour, this girl walked up to me and said, can I talk to you for a second? I need to tell you something. Your song Rain was the song that me and my boyfriend used to listen to all the time. And it's really important to me that song, because it was our song, we fell in love with it, and then he died in a tsunami. And the song, your song, brings back memories of him, and it's just so coincidental that the song is called Rain. So I'm like, what I learned from that was, you make music, you have an idea of what it means, but it's like a baby. You make the baby, you enjoy the process of making a baby, as everyone does. But when the baby's born and it walks off, it's its own person, and it has its own influences, and it infects people its own way. And that's how I feel about music.
Thank you for coming to Greenbelt.
And thank you, Greenbelt. Thank you for being open-minded enough to have an artist like me. There's a lot of festivals that are not booking or will not have me on their rosters for some reason. Considering that we do great shows and we perform really well, I probably perform better than most artists. I'm really thankful for the opportunity for people to just be open-minded and just see something fresh and new.
Appreciate it. Right, thank you.